Hello beautiful souls, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Anu and I am your intuitive tarot host. Today we are revisiting the topic of who's coming next, your next significant relationship or your current significant relationship, but it's all about what's coming next. All right, so there are three options. Feel free to choose multiple if you're drawn to multiple. Option number one is the orange agate heart. Okay. Option number two over here is the pink heart, which is rose quartz. And option number three is purple, which is the amethyst heart. Okay, so go ahead and pick your first option or the one and only. It's up to you. You can watch multiple, and I will see you right at your choice. Hello my lovelies, this is for pile one. Those of you who chose the orange heart, this is the orange agate. We're just gonna place this just about here, and if you're watching this for the first time, these readings tend to be longer, so grab your favorite drink or your snack, snuggle up, get comfortable, because these will be about 15-20 minutes at least for each of the piles, okay? So I hope you're cozy. So let's start with animal spirit cards, and I'll be drawing two sets of oracle cards on each side to look at the energies from both people. Again, this is about your next significant relationship. Could be a current relationship that you're in that turns into a significant. You could be completely single. I'm leaving the energies very open, whatever spirit wants to bring through. If it doesn't resonate, pick another pile or even pick another reading in the playlist. So let's start with this, and then we're gonna draw some more oracle cards over time. So for me, I'm using the left side as your energy, the right as their. Remember, general, and also they can be vice versa. So please apply and use your judgment over there, okay? So for your energy, we have the tarantula, which is the fire energy. Now let's look at them. We have cobra, again, fire energy. So quite the pair. Again, the signs, or placements. I like to use the word placements because it can be sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. Any of those planets may be in fire signs for either or both of you, but overall this means you have a lot of passion in life, a lot of motivation, a lot of gutso, and energy, internal energy overall, and determination to see things through. So both fire signs or both fire element is prominent in this connection. Now with the tarantula, and I'm going to draw the other oracles. So just so you know, we have a stack of cards we're going to look at, and then we're going to do some live draws as well. Tarantula, again, both being fire, slight differences. The tarantula is a bit of a pause energy, which is actually interesting because cobra is also pause. So at this stage in life, you may both be at a pause for different reasons, completely different reasons. The tarantula usually is almost at a crossroads. So see if it resonates, where, you know, when we are thinking through our current routines, like why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we in this job? Why are we in this neighborhood? Why are we in this relationship? Why are we, you know, fill in the blank, whatever that is. This is the pause before determining our next direction. So it does come with a spiritual questioning of ourselves, where we're trying to go within and learn, okay, what is it, our dharma? Which direction do we really want to go? Are we fulfilling our soul's purpose? And it all stems from a little bit of a sense of dissatisfaction generally in life, okay? And by that I mean you may be at a point in life where you've accomplished enough, okay, from an objective point of view. You may have worked really hard, because tarantulas are also hard workers, and achieved or attained certain milestones, but it just doesn't satiate you, okay? And that's when the tarantula pauses and determines, do I want to keep going down this path, or do I want to shift direction? So a bit of a spiritual journey over here. So the pause comes from that. And then for the cobra, it's also a very spiritual energy. So your person is also probably very spiritual. The cobra is the ever learning student and teacher at the same time, okay? So cobra pauses, they observe, they're very calm and very poised, and they have a lot of poise as well, okay? If you think about a cobra, it hovers in a particular place to really observe the facts and understand what do they need to learn from the situation, or at this stage of their life, what is it that they need to learn. So also sort of a spiritual energy, but both having a lot of internal fire. So let's see what else is going on over here. This will be for your side. So we have, these are the archetype cards. I'm reading the reversals as shadow today. So in this you have the Messiah, where the light attribute is serving humanity with humility. So it's coming through what we were picking up with the tarantula, a little bit of a questioning on the purpose. Am I on my purpose? How can I serve my soul? And when you serve your soul, you naturally serve the humanity as well at large. And then this coming in reverse means the shadow attribute of detective, which is voyeurism, falsifying information. So usually detective is somebody who's always learning new information, always looking for the facts. This coming in shadow means there are some questions there. You're looking for, as I said, there's some sort of spiritual questioning going on within your soul, trying to figure out what is it that you really need to do in this lifetime, okay? Just outside of a relationship. This is big picture stuff, okay? And then in your tea leaf oracle, you have the grapes, time to go out and have fun. So we did get the energy of you working too hard, probably. So this is just, again, a little nudge, go out and also have fun. Life is not just about work, and, you know, getting that promotion, attaining that status and that title. There is more to you and to life. This is like, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grapes talk about our rewards from all the hard work, but you don't want them just like staying on the vine, because they're ultimately going to shrivel, right? So when they're ripe, pluck them, enjoy them. So this is time to enjoy the fruit of your labor. And then you have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So this can be, again, in any aspect or all aspects of your life, but definitely sunrise is always beautiful. Sun is the most happiest card in the deck. So a lot of happy times coming your way. This might as well be they pause before things set into motion. And the pause is really coming from you choosing a direction, okay? And could literally be just about a relationship as well, or big picture on the other stuff. So let's look at them with the Cobra energy, which is pause, but for a learning sake, for a spiritual journey. What do we have? We have warrior, where the light attributes are strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. So this is almost getting me like a spiritual warrior type energy. Okay, so they may have gone through some awakening, and they're coming out almost setting an example. As I said, the Cobra goes both ways, a student and a teacher. So they probably have learned quite a bit of that, and now just by being themselves, they may be teaching others. And then we have dilettante, where the light attribute is delights in the arts without having to be professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So again, a continuous student of life is what I'm getting. They may be somebody who likes to dabble in quite a few projects, learning new things. Let's just move this over here so we get more space. Okay. It's just twisting. I like that. So there may be somebody like that who likes to learn and pick up new topics, but they also kind of, you know, give that impression that they have a lot going on, and they may have fleeting attention when it comes to passion projects. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the well, family wishes coming true, so that might be a good time for them personally in their connections. And then we have the dolphin. This is also, dolphin is a very spiritual energy also to me. And this says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So look at this. This is talking about financial gain. We have the grapes here for you. So for both of you, for both parties here, this could be a time where you're at a life stage that you need to take pause, because these are both pausing energies, and enjoy all the fruits of your labors. Things are going to fall into place. So just pause and reflect on what stands true to yourself. So big picture. So there seem to be some similarities over there. I do want to look at the astrological energies and see, let's get maybe one card each to see what may be top of mind for you at this time. One for you and one for them. Let's see what is the main astrological factor or influence at this time. So we'll take this for you and for them. Let's see what we have. We have Venus. Oh, so this is amazing. You're here watching this reading, and top of mind or top astrological influence on you at this time is Venus, which is about love. So you might as well be in an energy where you're trying to really focus on relationships or focus on yourself. You may have been in a situation or in a stage, let's say in a long life stage, where you've been focusing on responsibilities, accomplishments, as I said, setting up the structure, taking care of your family and loved ones. But now the focus is shifting to love. Venus is really showing up. May help if you want to read up on her, and also if you want to look up any moon manifestations or any I don't know, spell work, if you want to look into like what she likes, what does Venus like. But Venus does talk about our core value system. It is a second house energy, so it talks about money, material, abundance, our actual core values as well. So it's not just external values, but also intrinsic values that we get drawn to when Venus shows up. And then for them, they have Capricorn. So this is 10th house energy. They are focused on work. So probably with the dolphin going up here, they things are kind of finally with the bell easing up with the family side, and they are getting a lot of financial gain. So they may be at this time be focused on career, social status, wealth type of energies. The 10th house also stands to me as a title status as well, which I mean is like single versus in a relationships. That is also a status and not just the work title. So 10th house energy is coming up. Again, hardworking, may have been focused on work at this time. For you, you're kind of evaluating your value system, external or internal, be that as may it be. Okay, so let's get into tarot. I like this so far. So let's see where you feel in sync with them, or what are the similarities. The first three cards we have the 8 of Voices, which is the 8 of Swords. We have the 3 of Emotions, which is the 3 of Cups. And then we have the 4 of Voices, so a 4 of Swords. So very, very interesting. Where you may feel quite in sync with them is actually going through cycles of, sorry, let's see if you can see it here. Going through cycles of analysis paralysis, feeling trapped, being up in your head, stressing about things a lot, then kind of completely jumping onto the other end of the spectrum, which is the 4 of Voices, or where making time for rest and rejuvenation, making me time and important time, things like that, because you both realize at the end of the day, life is also about enjoying the small moments. Okay, so similarities, I'm seeing this, like you do both operate from the heart chakra, but because you have both, you are also, again, both very spiritual, but because you have been in responsibilities and career front or investing in yourself, it may have gotten a little bit too restrictive for you. So you're kind of breaking away from that. That's what I see in terms of similarities, but kind of learning through, okay, there is more to life than just working all the time. We need to grow and also make room for ourselves. We'll see how the placement comes out here. So let's see where you may feel out of sync, okay, with maybe the differences between the two of you. We have the Tower, Major Arcana. We have the Muse of Emotions, which is in traditional tarot, the King of Cups. Okay, and then we have the 4 of Inspiration, which is the 4 of Wands. So one of you is probably waits too long into the game before changing course, because we have the Tower over here. The Tower talks about disruption, talks about major changes in life, but with the Family card, with the 4 of Inspiration and the King of Cups showing up here, it's like, you know, there's one person has learned better how to make room for their emotions, to operate from their heart chakra while being balanced at their home and family front, while the other person probably goes down a route a bit too long or works too hard. We can say like it's, you know, working too hard type of energy, sorry, I'm gonna move it this way because I'm never gonna fit the cards otherwise. So one of you takes a little bit longer to course correct, and by course correct I mean it's not a bad thing. One of you gets committed to a cause too much, and when things really break down is when you realize, again, I'm saying you, could be you or them, you realize it's time to switch gears and take a break. Okay, so that's the difference. But overall, again, the common thing I'm seeing here again, stability is important, sanity is important to both of you, and operating from a place of joy is important, but still one person struggles to, it's like a Saturn energy I'm getting with the Capricorn here as well. Like one person, could be them, they take a little bit longer to come out of a pattern, more on the responsibility and hard work side. Okay, so let's look at some of the compatibilities emotionally. How are we looking? What's the compatibility? Very nice. We have the Temperance, major arcana, which is the most stable kind of energy, and emotional is really good. We have the Five of Emotions. Okay. And then we have the Hanged Muse, which is the Hanged Man. All right, so interestingly, this is going to be a connection where things are not going to be rapid fire in terms of sharing our emotions openly, because we have the Hanged Man and we have the Temperance. These are both slow energies that talk about patience. They talk about taking a different perspective. They talk about taking time. And we have the Five of Emotions right here in the middle, which talks about past disappointments. Okay, so what I'm seeing here in terms of, there is very strong emotional compatibility, because we have two major arcanas here, which is about temperate, being patient, being middle of the path. Okay, this is a very, why I really like this energy here with the Temperance is because it's a very middle of the path and balanced, because Temperance represents balance, right? And it's mixing of the elements. Both people are very good at managing their emotions overall. But in this connection, what I'm looking at, it's going to take time to express ourselves. So just be patient. You yourself may hold yourself back. They may hold themselves back, but the feelings are there. The emotions are pretty strong with these two cards showing up. What needs to happen is healing from the past wounds, okay? Five of Emotions talks about, again, sadness over loss from the past connections or anything, any stages in our life, which kind of creates a little bit of a guard, okay, for both parties. And there's nothing wrong with that. So just like, this is just an indication that both of you may need to be patient, but it's a pretty solid emotional connection once we get over the past hurt and not let that affect our current situation. Take time, give time, and open up to each other. Then we are going to look into physical compatibility. We have the Two of Materials. So that looks very balanced in terms of like physical connection. To me, the Two of Pentacles or Two of Materials in this deck is all about feeling as above, so below. So equal participation. Let's see what else we have. We have the Page of Inspiration, which is the Page of Wands. Ooh, very nice, very fiery. More fiery energy here. And then we have the Queen of Materials. I love it. So I'll tell you, in any connection generally, I mean, outside of course, the Cups, I love seeing the Pentacles, because the Pentacles talk about solid connection, long lasting for a long time. Now, what this shows up here physically, there's going to be equal play, okay, between both parties. This is a physical connection that does not die with time, because the Queen of Materials is very long sustaining. It's a court card. It's a very high energy. It's somebody who is also very independent. So, and let me just talk about this first. And you have the Page of Inspiration, which is a Page of Wands. So that's the fire. That's the spark. That's like wanting to connect. A lot of sexual chemistry that exists in this. With these two, what I really am picking up on here is, this is a connection where you would not be shy about expressing what lights up your fire, okay? Your what lights up your body, your chemistry, and you'll be expressing that to each other very openly and growing with those experiences over time. So this is never going to be like a stale energy. It'll always be growing with the Page of Inspiration being here, but this is like constantly leveling up. Okay, so you guys are going to have a lot of fun on the physical connection. Let's see, let's do it this way. Okay, and let's see, lastly, the mental compatibility. We have Ace of Voices. So this is the Ace of Swords, you know, aha moments. Again, I also get like the spiritual energy from this, like both being open to new ideas. We have the Knight of Inspiration. There you go, new ideas, more fire. So there's that spark, that's creativity again. And then we have, ooh, last card, mic drop, Awakening. This is the Judgment energy. And this is again, death and rebirth, you know, shedding our old skin, our old patterns, like shedding the mask and coming to the light, rebirthing, phoenixing out of it. So in terms of mental compatibility, both people, you know, believe in Phoenix moments. They, you know, both of you kind of believe whatever you put your mind to, you can get to it, you can achieve it, you can change your life course whenever you want. There is an openness to learning, which we were getting here as well. So learning new ideas or new philosophies, new spiritual ideas, whatever that may be, or new definitions of what is a relationship, what is a committed relationship for some of you. But also like always wanting to learn with the Knight of Wands over here, always on the go, very fast moving, but very swift in terms of changing our mental attitude. This is all mental energy. So very, very high compatibility and adaptability is what I'm getting from this energy. Okay, so very, very, very powerful connection. I really like it. All right, so let's see what we have. We're going to use the Island Time Wellness, the Love Oracle, to see what else may be about them. And then we'll just close out with messages from Romance Angels. So first we have the Clock. Need time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal, progress. Oh my goodness, I love when Spirit does this. This is exactly what we talked about on the emotional side of things. You see over here when I said that there's a very strong connection, but we need to heal from the past and give time, take time to express ourselves. This is beautiful. So give it time. Do not give up. This is something, and you know, when you give it the right amount of time, there will be the right connection. You'll be able to grow into it. We have the Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. There you go, Dragonfly. It's also very spiritual energy to me. So again, be lighthearted, give it time, take time, evolve, change. I think that's coming up pretty consistently over here. And then we have Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So for the connection, what stands out to me is actually persistent and working on it, because we know this is going to take time. But for things where, you know, especially for you perhaps over here, where you're questioning the direction that you need to go, your soul needs to go, this energy is saying, yeah, keep hammering on it, keep rebuilding, keep questioning your path until you find what makes you satisfied. Okay, that is very, very important for this pile over here. Now let's see what Romance Angels have to say. We have, let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so if this is a common connection, you can do that. Or maybe like if it's a new connection, just mingling with their friends and your friends may actually help. And then last we have healing family issues. We had that over here for them as well with the Well card. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And it can be parents and connections or just upbringing or just the situation. Forget the people and the elements for you to fully heal or for them to fully heal and move forward. But looks like a very solid connection to me. A lot of fire, very open-minded to new changes, very emotionally connected and connect and give time and take time, and physically, again, open to expressing yourself and always experimenting and always growing. But at the end of the day, it's like, give it time. There will be growth, there will be newness, there will be change. Overall, stay committed to your purpose, to your path, and keep working on it. All right, so those are the messages I have for you, pile one. I will end it here. Wish you much love and light. If you need a personal reading, the email is on to the left of this screen. You can email me there and get in touch. All the details are usually in the description box as well. I wish you much love and light. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi Pile 2, this is for those of you who chose the pink heart, which is the rose quartz. Let me just show you here. This will be your reading. I'm going to place it right around here. We're going to start with the animal spirit cards. One card for you, one for them. Before that, this is a general. Feel free to swap the energies. I'm going to use the left side for you and right side for them, and then we'll look at the connection overall. If this is your first time, these tend to go at least 20 minutes long, so get comfortable. You know, hopefully if you want to watch it before going to bed, that's an amazing time. I do that myself, but just get cozy and comfortable and let's get to know them. So this is for your next significant relationship or your current relationship that could turn into the next significant relationship. Take it as it fits. You could be completely single, keeping the energies quite open, okay? All right, so let's look at your energy. Actually, this is theirs. Okay, so yours is the bat energy, and for them we have the earthworm. So there is complementary elements over here. We have air and earth. So I'm going to talk about this first. So the bat actually is similar to in tarot, a scorpionic energy, and I'm taking this as representation of your current place or your current path, your current energies. And it talks about it's a complete resurrection. Okay, so we've gone through the dark night of the soul, because bats, you know, represent being in the dark, and they wait for it to be kind of the sun to go down but the moonlight to come out before they venture out. Okay, so there is a bit of a waiting period, so it's a bit of a slow cycle. There is a metamorphosis that happens. You know, this is almost like the butterfly being in the cocoon and then finally comes out and blooms. So that's probably, if that resonates, is what I'm picking up on here with the bat. But it is about being able to use our intuition, and, you know, fly, because it's completely leveling up. Your soul is elevating to a new level. And this is not just about the connection. These are just general energies overall. So you may have been in hermit mode for a long time, and this could, of course, very well maybe this could be a very single pile that we're looking at. And I'm saying that because their energy is that of the earthworm, which is earth. So the bats hide in caves, right? Up in the air, they hang upside down. So we have the air element here, but with the moon, very, very intuitive. And the earthworm, they hide in the earth, okay, but also extremely spiritual. These colors represent all the 7 chakras. So this person has gone through spiritual awakening of their own, and this kind of represents like a band-aid to me, okay? So there are, excuse the noise, they have gone through significant experiences. So this is not somebody, you know, who just like woke up yesterday. That type of, both of you, this is a spiritual pile, but most likely, if this is resonating, you may have been single for a hot minute already, okay, and now we're waking up. So there's a little bit of a hiding energy from both people. Let's see what else we have and how this connection is going to be, but we're going to start with looking at the oracle energies, building up on that for you. We have, and I'm taking shadow in this archetypes today, just to know where we need to learn a little bit more. So we do have victim in the shadow in the reverse, which is playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. So what this really says is there's some healing that needs to happen on your side. And as I said, I picked up the dark night of the soul. So when we are in the dark night of the soul, a lot of times we're questioning, why did we have to go through a certain life stage, okay? And that turns us into a sort of a victim mentality, and there's nothing wrong with it. We all do it. That is absolutely human. But then there is a switch over when we realize, oh wait, we can completely change our course of life if we take this in our hand and move from that level forward, okay? So that's some of the learnings that you may be going through at the moment. And then we also have the slave in the shadow aspect, which is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear or making your own choices. So I feel like this side, again, if this is you or them, this person over here is going through an awakening moment. There is the phoenixing that is happening. It is probably not complete yet. You may be in the thick of it at this time, but this is where you're learning of your own true power, your own free will, and understanding that you're actually a soul, a spirit down here to have a human experience. You're much more powerful than you realize, and that's what you're learning at this minute. Let's see what the Oracle Tea Leaf has to say. We have wind chimes, so peace and harmony is the focus for you, right? And it may not have felt like that for a very long time. And we have forces working against you. Yeah, you may have felt that everything was just, you know, going against you. There's a lot of giving our power away, but that's what the bat is here to say. It's like, okay, we're coming out of that stage of our life, all right? And we'll also look at the I'll look at the astrological houses as well to see what may be the major influence. But let's look at their energies. We have the Judge in upright, where the light attributes are balancing justice and compassion, managing fair distribution of power. So very mature personality. And as I said, they have quite a bit of experience. And there could be, I usually don't tap into it, but for some reason I am getting, there could be a significant age gap over here, like 5 years or more. Again, it's not significant. It really depends. It's a personal choice. It doesn't matter to me, but I know for some people it's quite important. There could be at least a 5-year difference over here with the energies that I'm picking up, somehow channeling that. So take it as it fits. And then they have the Monk or Nun, where the light attribute is selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So definitely spiritual, have gone through some spiritual-ish, okay? You may be going through it at this moment. They are out of it with the earthworm energy here and the Judge and the Monk showing up, or Nun, as you see it. But they're at a spot where they've learned some serious lessons in life, okay? Let's see what we have. Chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. So this may have already happened where, you know, a family member, a near dear one, like, you know, a parent or a sibling or somebody very important to them. I'm picking up family, not work oriented, that may have departed Earth, or, you know, may have just like separated. They may have gone through a separation. This could have been a while ago. And then we have the Shield. You need to defend yourself. Yeah, so kind of learning their boundaries. If this was an ex or a relationship, they're learning how to create, or they have learned how to create their boundaries and have a shield around them, okay? So this is a mature connection among both people, but I feel have been single for a while. That's what I'm picking up. And excuse me, I'm just gonna mute my computer. And so we'll take this as you. And definitely both on a spiritual path, okay? So for you, top astrological influence I'm picking up is the Pisces. I'll talk about that. And for them, yeah, I see that, I see that. And they have the 9th house, okay? 9th house is more of a, oh, very nice. Okay, so here's what's happening. For you, Pisces is the 3rd house. Pisces is also intuition, okay? It is it the last sign? If you start from Aries, yes, it ends on Pisces, right? Not from January, but from astrologically, Aries is the first sign and Pisces is the last, right? So 12th house, why did I say 3rd? It's actually my 3rd house. So interesting, double messages for some of you. So this is, again, definitely a spiritual awakening for you. Okay, you are going through a time of where you're learning about your intuition, by your own power. 12th house is the house of psychology. You know, it's an amazing time to work with life coaches or, you know, psychology specialists or therapists. Yeah, therapist is the word I was looking for. It's a very good time for that, to uncover our hidden fears, our own inhibitions. And you have the bat, which is a sort of scorpionic energy. You have Pisces, the 12th house, which is intuition and uncovering our own shadow aspects. So there's a lot of shadow work happening for you at this time, which is amazing, because after that is when life just blows up. Everything starts like really falling into place. So you're going through that right now. And for them, it's the ninth house. Ninth house is about knowledge. It's about learning new experiences. This is also, again, learning about spirituality quite a bit. I pick up on that. Can be also travel, you know, learning different cultures. So that's why I'm feeling like with the Judge, the Monk, the Earthworm, the experiences, and the ninth house, there probably is an age gap over here that I'm picking up on, and they are just very open to learning about different spiritual philosophies or practices and culture. So this could be a very mixed, this could be a global connection. That's what I'm hearing. So your heritage may be very different, or the countries that you hail from may be very different. So there could be quite a few differences here. Interesting. I love how Spirit brings it forward. But back to the Pisces, when I said third house, for some of you, it is also finding your voice. Third house is about communications, about peers, about siblings, about our immediate family, immediate friends, neighbors, and even colleagues. But it's a communication house, okay? So overall, I think I've gone too much on this, but I feel like this is a time where you're learning to communicate your true identity, learn, come out of your shadow aspects, take your power back, and work on the shadow aspects, and that'll really open up and bring this connection to close. For them, looks like you know, they're just about to resurface from their earth coming out after their spiritual awakening. They're just almost resurfacing, and you're just right behind them. So that's what I'm picking up. Ooh, that was some big messages. Okay, let's get to the love part. So we're going to use tarot to see similarities, differences, emotional, physical, and mental compatibility. And then we'll close out with some oracle energies towards the end. So let's see where you may feel completely in sync with them. I call this the similarities. We have the Five of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Major Arcana Star energy. Very interesting. So see what I said, and when I say in sync, or what is going to be very common in this connection, is both have gone through some have gone through disappointments in life. The Five of Cups talks about disappointments. Both have done their work and waited for their ships to arrive and have healed a lot. So very, very similar experiences in this connection, where we see disappointments, we see, you know, for lack of a better word, some heartbreaks over time. Could be professional, could be on the family front, could be on actual love relationships or old connections. But the Star is standing out over here. It's a major arcana. It really talks about being hopeful, wishful, you know, thinking about the bigger picture and actually healing from it, healing ourselves before we get into a connection. That's really, really common and standing out over here. So you'll feel quite in sync because you'll be able to connect on similar experiences and similar learnings. And also just overall, this is the biggest thing, is like just sharing that hopeful perspective, that light perspective on life is going to be really, really fun actually in this connection. So let's see what could be some areas of differences where we may not have the same ideas, or ideology is what I wanted to say. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Wands. This is interesting. Again, like both are hardworking with the Pentacles showing up here. But I think, again, please flip-flop the energies. I'm just going to say what I hear. So please use your free will in that. I feel one of you has the tendency to fight a little bit more for your cause. And I don't mean fight with each other. Okay, that's not what I'm picking up. The Five of Wands talks about, you know, arguments or confrontations or conflict at some level, specifically around our causes or our way of life or our code of conduct is coming through. Interesting terms that are channeling through right now. For this seems like at work. Let's see, at work, okay? Specifically because there's so many pentacles here. Both of you are very hardworking. Both of you believe in building that foundation with the Four of Pentacles here. So there has to be a solid foundation. but one of you is better at ignoring the nuances that come with the day-to-day life, because especially in work or even in family situations, you know, we'll always have those people around us who like to poke just for the sake of poking. One of you is triggered more by that than the other. So one person is more kind of, they let have a thicker skin is the term I'm looking for, right? So one of you gives your power away more than the other, and it could be you looking at your going through this experience, if this is resonating. And what this means is like the other person can actually show how to quote unquote ignore these people who cause these disturbances. Okay, so one person is much more tolerant or much more thick-skinned than the other, but in terms of the connection, always supporting each other and working hard and building that solid foundation. Okay, so let's see emotional compatibility. What we have, ooh, I love this, the King of Pentacles. This is my favorite card in terms of a love connection. Ooh, damn, Empress, major arcana. And then we have the World. Oh my goodness, two major arcanas. Ooh, this is big energy. Let me soak it in. Let me soak it in. This is big actually in terms of physical connection. Sorry, I have to scooch the cards over. So King of Cups, again, not gender specific, but two genders or two counterparts are showing up here very clearly. One could be the divine feminine, one could be the divine masculine, whichever you identify with. But this is, again, if, you know, the masculine person in this connection or divine masculine is very in tune with their emotions, not afraid to express ourselves at all. Again, it could be male or female, but this person is very open about their feelings, how they feel and how they express themselves. The Empress, again, major arcana. Again, both people value themselves quite a bit, and this is going to be important because both people need to have their own identity before getting into a relationship, where this is amazing. Okay, so many messages coming through with these. At the end of the day, this is a connection where both people are mature or elevated enough to understand you cannot rely on another person for your own happiness. So done a lot of work with the Empress energy here. Both people have done a lot of work and understand that value comes from self-worth and our joy comes from within and not from another person. And with that surety, with that confidence, you're able to create space for the other person and express emotions. Okay, that's a very, very healthy emotional connection over here. And with the World, it's like ending old cycles and beginning new. So emotionally investing in each other and up leveling constantly. I see this like growing and growing and growing. Like the longer, well, let's say this is a significant relationship, so we want it to be long term, but the more you talk about your emotions with each other, the stronger the connection gets with the World card, because it's like constantly up leveling. Okay, this is a very beautiful emotional connection over here. Very, very solid energies, but remember, it is going to stem from self-worth. That is step 0 of any relationship. And you'll know you're ready when you're in that Empress energy, or they are ready when they're in the Empress energy. It's not gender specific, but talks about all self-worth and, again, heavy Venus energy over here. Wow. So let's see what the physical connection would be like. Ooh, 2 of Cups, equal counterparts. The Knight of Cups. Oh, there's a lot of love in the physical side. And then we have the 4 of Cups. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting because we got all cups in the physical realm. And to me, it's like, this is very interesting. Okay, so the more you participate, the double the enjoyment gets. We have the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. 2 of Cups are the perfect counterparts, and the 4 of Cups is, you know, really kind of resting and enjoying and just being in the moment. But 2 to 4 is doubling pleasure. Okay, there's a, you know, the more you engage in it, the more you have fun and you want to have more fun. The 9 of Cups really talks about this is going to be a very beautiful physical mutual connection where both people are ready to offer each other and also to please each other. This is not a one-sided physical connection. This is not about, you know, one person always looking for their way or the highway. Again, that should never be the case, but this is a very, very high pleasure. I mean, there is less fire in this physical connection, but there's a lot of pleasure. Okay, so it's long drawn out nights and long or days, whatever works, but doubling the pleasure and each person being open to offering that to the other person. So there's a lot of pleasure and not like very quick rapid fire type of energy in this physical connection. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see how your minds work together. Mental compatibility. We have the 3 of Cups. You both give value to enjoying the small moments. This is my celebratory stop to smell the roses type of attitude. Let's see what else we have. We have the Hermit, Major Arcana, and the Fool, Major Arcana. I saw that coming. So again, both people through their experiences. Let's talk about the Fool first. The Fool really talks about new beginnings, taking the leap of faith. The Hermit is an internal energy where we go within, do our shadow work and work on our psyche and question the world, the existence, spirituality, you know, what is God, what is universe, who am I, all that stuff. So both of you, we saw that over here already, even though the elements are different, air and earth, and again, that's the qualities. The experiences are very similar. There's going to be significant experiences in this relationship, and when you come in, both your mental attitude is that of like, yep, we've been there, done that, gone through a lot of changes in this lifetime. At the end of the day, I just want to have fun and enjoy this life on earth and just stop to smell the roses. But both very intuitive, believe in the power of self, believe in the power of our own intuition, and very mature in terms of leaving things behind that don't serve us anymore. Okay, this is a big one. And having that mental attitude is always going to keep you growing in this life together. I see that together over here. Whew, wow, big energies. Okay, let's see what we have from the Love Island Oracle cards in this connection. Ascending, damn. What do I talk about? I should have used the word ascending instead of awakening or doing shadow work and phoenixing. You have transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. I really feel if this is you or if this is them, this like really, really applies to this person. Hands down, you are ascending. I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want a date. Okay, so there's a 3 of Cups energy, lighthearted, fun, stopping to smell the roses. There's a little bit of attraction. And then we have the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Okay, so this is the shadow aspect that is coming through again for both parties. We had the, where's the 5 of Cups? We had the 5 of Cups in this one there, right there, right? That's what this is. Like, again, still that remains in both people's psyches, a little bit of the past experiences are still showing up. But again, just know that as within, so without, especially with the shadow work, both people are gonna learn through this that, you know, we create our own reality. We're the fool, right? We create our own reality overall. All right, so let's close out with romance angel messages, advice for you, whatever they want to say. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type in expectations. Didn't we talk about this? Yeah, we got that message, right? That there may be significant differences either culturally, by heritage, by country, or global is what I was getting before. So keep an open mind, okay? Keep an open mind. Don't close up on, don't be set on a certain formula that you want to go for. Okay. And oh wow, there we go. We have flirt, I like you, in ascending. So flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. And this is almost like, oh wow, it's coming right under the Empress. It's kind of like the, you know, being confident in yourself with the Empress here as well. Flirt, and it doesn't mean you have to go and flirt with everybody, right? This just talks about being lighthearted. Go back to this Three of Cups energy, like find the little happiness and, you know, just joy overall, and just the more you shift into that frequency, the more things open up for you. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Those are the messages I have for you. You know, like, comment, share, do subscribe please if you haven't already. If you need a personal reading, the email is to the left of the screen or in the description box below. Yeah, and let me know what you think. I wish you much love and light. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who chose the third stone, purple. Let me just get this right so I don't burn myself. Whew. That Palo Santo is getting really small. Okay, this is for those of you who chose the purple amethyst heart. This will be your reading. Let's look into the current or next significant relationship. The energies I'm keeping quite open. So you could be single, you could be in a connection, or this could be a completely out of the blue connection. So whatever fits, just take the scenario. It is a general reading. Also, feel free to flip-flop the energies or make them vice versa. I'm going to use the left side for your energies and right for theirs. But they can be reversed, so you know, take it as it fits, and you know, don't try to force fit it. Take only the messages that make sense to you. Also, if this is your first time, these tend to be at least 20 minutes long or longer, so get comfortable. These are meant to bring you comfort and bring you messages from source. Okay, so let's get right into it. We are going to look into your current energies for you and them using the Animal Spirit deck. So let's see what we have for you. We have the earth element spider. So your current energy shows that you're really busy working. There's a lot of hard work involved. The spider is extremely persistent. They always achieve their goal, and they literally, like, you know, this is like burning the midnight oil, always working very, very diligently towards their goal. Okay, so very, very hardworking energy that's coming through, but also very grounded in reality with the earth element that is standing out over here. Spiders are also very intelligent, right? So you may be very cerebrally gifted. You may also have a very good intuition overall. So let's look at them, what they have. Oh, they have, do you see how the card just flew out? No wonder. They have also the earth element. So this is, you know, similar elements, but different, what do we say, personifications of that. So your energy is like staying in the moment and working and really working hard and diligently. They have the energy of the rabbit, and the rabbit is always very hyper aware of their environment. Let's call it that. For I don't want to say jumpy because rabbits can be, which means, you know, startled easily, which kind of brings a bit of anxiety. Okay, so they may be somebody who in the current moment do feel anxious about where they are. They may be currently in a state of over analysis of their situation, of their life. You know, this is the story in the book really talks about, well, in this deck, the book really talks about how the rabbit is always feeling the eagle is going to swoop down and pick it up, right? So always aware, always hyper aware of their environment, which can create a little bit of panic. But at the end of the day, if we take that out, the rabbit is a very playful and gentle and kind energy. Okay, so this is somebody who's very, very soft and kind and gentle, really cares about family and connections a lot, is very nurturing, but can be a little bit anxious. Whereas for you over here, what I see is like very diligent, very hardworking, also very intuitive, very grounded, does not shy away from hard work at all. So I feel like your energy is a little bit more grounded. There's a little bit more, even though they're air or they're earth, they feel a little bit more air is present in their energy at this moment. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We're going to use the personality archetypes, And I'm using these in reverse as well to get the shadow aspects. So let's do your side and then we'll do theirs. We have the networkers for you. So light attributes enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So you may be somebody that naturally draws people towards you at work or socially, and this is like a very social energy, a very sort of like a Sagittarian energy that I'm picking up over here. You know, friends come easily to you, and you're also very good at connecting people. So communication may be a strong suit of yours. And we have the child orphan, the light attribute, which is independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. So there you go, hardworking, independent, you know, being able to be one with our fears and conquer them, and also connecting other people and sharing information that enables them as well. Let's see what the tea leaf oracle says. Fly, a period of ill health or depression. So this may have been in the recent past, or again, you're coming out of that energy. And then we have pay attention to your health. Okay, so both are very similar energies, which means we got to talk about it, which means the reason hard work kept coming up over here is like, you may be grounded, but are you so overgrounded that you're overworking yourself? This is 6th house energy that I'm picking up over here, which is your daily health and routines, your work and your personal life. Are you making room for yourself? And again, you gotta do all of that before you can take a connection to the next level. Or if you're single, in order for you to do that, you've got to make room for yourself. That is coming out very, very clearly over here with these energies. And again, you are independent, but let not that be a shadow aspect. It is a light attribute for you right now, but I feel like hard work is taking over your life. It's possible for some of you in this group where you may be, you know, working on turning a side hustle into a main hustle, or, you know, working on a course or up leveling, or doing something, working towards a promotion, any of those aspects, but just pay attention that it's not to the detriment of your health, okay? So let's look at the rabbit, who's the more anxious one at this moment. We have the Samaritan. Light attribute is refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So that's their energy again. We picked up the, you know, the family and connections energy with the rabbit, because the rabbits, you know, again, multiply a lot. They love having big families. So they are somebody who kind of helps others and helps them grow as well. And then they have the hero or heroine, so light attribute, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So it's interesting. I feel like they have these beliefs of self-empowerment and empowering others and being the good Samaritan and the good example, and really, like, you know, they also believe in self-worth and empowerment, but maybe momentarily, I don't mean momentarily, at the current stage in their life, they may be a little hyper aware and may feel a little bit more anxious at the moment, even though they understand these concepts very well. They're probably given in to their fears a little bit more at this moment. Let's see what we have. We have the funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Exactly, that's what I'm picking up from them. Is like probably they're going through a time where they're trying to solve through some of the things that's making them anxious and pulling them out of their self-empowerment energy. And then we have the ant, which is work, achievement, success. So it's quite likely that it looks like both people are stressed about work, are really committed to work. There's a lot going on. There may be like reorgs happening over here, you know, restructuring going on, anything like that. That's kind of pulling away our power. That seems to be the common theme here. So let's look at what are the astrological influences at this time. So let's look at that for you, Spirit. What's the main astrological influence for the viewer at this time? And for their person. Okay, so let's see. For you, we have the 10th house. Damn, career. Working and working hard. That's what you're working on. overcommitted, spider web, spin, 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 spinning your wheel, burning the, you know, midnight oil is what I was getting here very strongly. So that may be a big influence. And again, it could be something you're working towards, establishing yourself, working towards a promotion, or just there is so much pressure and always on type of environment at work that is pulling away from your own physical, mental, emotional health. Okay, so 10th house is playing a major role in your life at this time. For them, we have Pluto. Oh, wow. We have Pluto. Okay, Pluto is about personal power. It's about power struggles. It's again our true personification. What does Pluto rule? Does Pluto rule Pisces? I believe so, which is again the 12th house. So major self-reflection. Interesting, because we have the empowerment here. Yes, absolutely. They're going through a journey of self-empowerment, learning to stand their ground, learning to, you know, how to balance themselves from power struggles. Definitely work-related stuff happening over here as well, because Pluto is a big influence on that. They're usually, Pluto indicates areas where we struggle with authority, with hierarchy. Could be at work, at home. It could be like, you know, pressure from their family, but I'm picking up more work here though, for both of you. So whew, okay, so let's see how the connection is going to be. And this is the reason I do go through this overarching energy. It helps us ground ourselves and what we are bringing into the relationship and what they are bringing into the relationship. So it's good to see there is commonality here, so we will empathize with each other, but that's important too before getting into the actual relationship piece, right? So that's how I usually do it. So we're gonna have let's look at tarot, then we'll close out with some oracle energies. But let's look at where you may feel completely in sync, or what are the similarities in this connection. We have the 3 of Cups. We have another 3, the 3 of Pentacles, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so the similarities are where you both seem to have a different, a similar mindset is, you know, close, important connections. Okay, this is good. You could have somebody, even though we have the networker here, I think your personal friend circle may be quite small for you and for them. You believe in working together towards a common goal, and you do both also carry experiences in life where you may have felt there was nobody really looking out for you. Okay, so there's some sort of, you'll be able to relate to each other through some of the tougher experiences or hermit periods of your life, but at the end of the day, really believe in that we're meant to be here to enjoy life and work towards something and build something, and that is not an isolated energy. Okay, we're meant to have companions, we're meant to have family and friends, but really close ones that actually matter. So the similarity here clearly is it is not a numbers game. It is a quality over quantity type of mentality that you both have. And then also like honoring the experiences that we've gone through, that we have grown from. Okay, so let's see where we're going to feel a little out of sync or where we may have differences. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Fool. And then we have the 6 of Wands. Very interesting energies over here. I feel the differences are actually very small, because again, the main difference I'm picking up, there's a lot of fire again. We have fire, flanking again, fire. Okay, so there is this element of, you know, you're very capable and believe in the self-empowerment energy and using your independence to take the leap of faith and always be going through different stages of life. Okay, that's there, that is common. The difference I'm seeing over here is the emphasis on. So one person has more emphasis on the career front, the 6 of Wands. The other person has more emphasis on the family. So again, remember that we have Pluto, we have networker, and what was this over here? We have the 10th house over here. So I feel like your energy is more oriented and always been committed to work, 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 and their energy has always probably been committed more towards the family dynamics. And family doesn't mean that, you know, they have an ex. I feel like this is their power influencers in the family. It could be a father figure, it could be a mother figure, anything like that. And both of you are very capable and believe in resurrecting yourselves, but one has struggled with power at work and one has struggled with power in the home and family arena. Okay, but there is that spark. You do find your spark and you do take the leap of faith, but there's subtle differences, which is interesting because there's so much similarities over here, but the application is in different areas of life. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's quite interesting. So let's see emotional compatibility. We have the 10 of Pentacles, family, family, family. Very important to have a long sustaining relationship. We have the 7 of Pentacles, more Pentacles. I like that. And then we have the death and rebirth. There you go. It's the same story. I really think this is a very, very compatible connection. Again, emotionally, both people believe in committing for the long term. Okay, this is not a connection where either party is interested in like a short-term thing. Both are coming in with the intention of building and growing it, because these two cards talk about commitment. Okay, so emotionally committing to something and realizing that growth takes time, bonding takes time, understanding each other takes time, giving that space and time to each other, because both are committed to building a happily ever after family energy. Okay, emotionally vesting in you know, this could literally be somebody, a pair or a couple who really believes in marriage and having kids and pets and, you know, just settling down, I don't know, in the country or something. Like family is going to be very important and emotionally committing to that. And with the Scorpio energy over here with the death and rebirth, again, always resurrecting. There will be experiences, or they have been experiences, that both people are bringing into this connection that will give that maturity to wanting to honor our emotions but not letting them own us. Okay, again, self-empowerment coming through, but emotionally a very mature connection is what I would say, and not that of like a casual dating. That's not what is top of mind for either person over here. But it does take time because we have the 7 of Pentacles. So it is going to grow slowly, but it is going to grow to the absolute pinnacle of what it can be emotionally. Wow, that's beautiful. Let me soak that in. Nice. Okay, so let's see what is the physical compatibility going to be like. We have physical spark. We have the King of Wands all fired up. We have the Empress. There's going to be babies. If you don't want them, talk about it. One way or another, right? There are going to be some sort of babies or animal babies. And then we have the Page of Swords, a child showing up. It's possible in this connection, one person may already have a child. It's possible. But with this showing up in the physical connection, there is a lot of fire and growth. Okay, this is something that's going to keep on growing over time. It's been a consistent theme today, actually, in most of the piles, where there's a lot of connection and growth. Again, there's a lot of passion with the King of Wands, always want to be engaged in the physical side of things. Very fertile couple together. Okay, so again, you or them, if you do not want to expand your family, take precaution, talk about it. But with the Page of Swords showing up, it's also new creative ideas. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of creativity, a lot of heat, which is a little bit different than the last pile. So there's a lot of physical fire in this connection. For this connection, I feel like the physical will take off first and then the emotions would follow. That's what I'm hearing over here. But whew, this is fire, and if you don't want babies, watch out. Okay, and let's see mental. Do we match? How is our thought process? Okay, we have beautiful 6 of Pentacles, as above so below. This is equal partnership, believing that, you know, we are whole in ourselves and also giving in and taking equal amounts, okay? And then we have the Judgment. Ooh, major arcana. Okay, let me just draw all the cards out. This is big energy. And then, oh, another major, the Sun. All right. Okay, I'll speak to this first, and then I want to connect some of the other ones over here with the Judgment and the Sun. This is rebirth, and this is the birth, okay? It's a lot of birthing, by the way, so it's a very fertile connection. A lot of kids are showing up. Again, you may be coming in with kids. This could be a connection where we are, what is it called? Merging families? No, blending. They could be blending of families. So either or both party may have, this is going to apply to some of you, may already have children and they're blending the families, okay? But overall, there is, you have Judgment, you have the Sun, you have the Death and Rebirth, and you have the Fool. This connection, both people have been through significant relationships and believe in the ultimate growth of the soul, ultimate elevation, understand the concept of spirituality, understand that we are just here, the human form is just a vessel, but we are much bigger than that, and you're not shy of constantly shedding the skin and being vulnerable and honoring your truth and coming out and shining. You see how these both are like expanding? Look at the imagery in both the cards, right? They're coming out and expanding and believing in equal give and take. So mentally, both people see that type of philosophy and relate to it, which is beautiful because there isn't much of ramping each other up on a certain way of thinking, okay? Very, very strong mental compatibility, hot physical connection, and emotions that grow over time, okay? So, but overall, this is a very long-standing connection. That's what I'm getting, because I'm seeing marriage here, I'm seeing blending families, I'm seeing babies over here, and I'm constantly seeing the Sun is the warmth and the growth, and a beautiful equal partnership that we have over here. And enjoying the ride and having, you know, stopping to smell the roses along the way and healing from past things. So currently working through career and power struggles, but really awesome. Anyway, I went in the summary before I even looked at these oracle cards. So let's see what we have from the Island Time, what is it called? Love Oracle cards. Paradise, yes. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. This is literally like the 10 of Pentacles and the Sun right here. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, this is going to feel like paradise. What else? We've got love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. For sure, there is strong love over here in this connection. Again, will take time to grow, but it is there. And then, oh, beautiful. We have healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addiction. So that's like coming right here on the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like. So there's a lot of healing in this connection because we've gone through similar experiences also. So advice from romance angels, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I'm completely losing my words at this point, but this is your soulmate and you'll feel it, okay? If this is it, you will feel it. You actually do not need a reading, but if so far it's making sense, this is your soulmate. And then you have, oh my God, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. There you go, mic drop. That's it. This is a beautiful connection. I hope this stands true for you. Claim it, hashtag claim it if you want to. Like, comment, share. Please subscribe and support the channel. If you wish to get a personal reading with me, my email is to the left or everything is in the description box. I look forward to hearing from you. Either way, wish you much love and light and a lot of love and support to you, all right? I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.